Interior room, night. There's a teen vigorously playing Halo on his Xbox. His eyes are so focused that his eyes do not blink for a second. A sweat drop runs down the side of his face. Camera rolls up to the left to view drawings of comic book characters. Interior school classroom, day. The teen is sitting normally with one of his ears covered. He sits silently while the other students are seen goofing off. He looks eager to join in, but there is something holding him back. Exterior outside schoolyard day. In Mike's free time, instead of playing, he would rather draw comic book characters in his folded corner journal with the broken in half pencils, characters of the what if scenario. Mike looks up while he pans the court to see any familiar faces. He sees several, but they have their friends, so he does not want to disturb. He looks down onto his drawing pad and begins to draw again. Interior dinner table. Night. Mike and his family are eating fried chicken with mashed potatoes with a side of assorted vegetables, all while exchanging words and laughter. Surrounding them is a matte purple walls with one wall being matte turquoise. To the right of Mike sits a wine cabinet. On a top counter sits variations of peacocks. While Mike looks like he is a different person, then a loud voice reaches out to the team.
How was school, Mike? Make any friends?
In a brief moment, Mike hesitates.
It was good. I made several friends.
Mike quickly turns to his brother in excitement.
Hey Josh, did you see the new Halo trailer?
Yeah, are those going to be the new enemies for the game?
Yeah, we don't know yet, but the weapons look so cool. Did you see the energy sword?
I did. I can't wait for the new game to come out.
Mike looks back onto his plate, moves aside the vegetables with his fork, and begins to slice the chicken loin. Without hesitation, begins to gobble down the chicken piece. Interior bathroom, night. As the time goes further in the night, Mike stands in front of the mirror looking puzzled. He knows what he has, but he still doesn't seem to be able to overcome his difficulties. He leaves the bathroom while letting out a defeated cry. Interior school classroom, day. Mike is seen wearing a black cotton zip up sweater and jeans. He reaches into his bag confidently, seeming to take out something. He puts a pair of headphones over his head, trying to block out the noise from the students. The stomping, tapping, pen clicking, and talking seems to intertwine with making things louder and louder. Kids begin to notice. A couple of kids begin to snicker, pointing and telling their friends. Mike sees them and wonders why they laugh. He knows it can't be his condition, because that doesn't make sense. Mike tries to shrug it off, but that moment lingers behind his head for the rest of the day. Exterior, outside schoolyard, day. Mike looks around, still eager to make friends. He tries to move, but when he does, he doesn't know what he would say or even how to continue the conversation. So he just stays where he is at and continues to draw. Exterior, mall, day. Mike walk, Mike walks with his family with his headphones on. It's loud. Everything always seems to intertwine. He stays close to his older brother Josh as to not to have any confrontations with anyone while he walks. Josh makes a funny reference to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Josh stands and poses like a character from an anime show called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, in which begins to mutter the words.
Yori Yori does he?
In embarrassment, Mike looks away, covering his eyes, hoping to not be associated with his brother. As Mike's parents shop for the winter time, Mike is left alone with his two brothers. Josh takes out his phone and gestures Mike and John to come closer.
Check out these memes.
Smiling, Mike takes off his headphones as he nods and walks towards Josh. Mike, Josh, and John laugh hysterically while they see people fall off skateboards and people falling off bicycles. Interior, Mike's bedroom, night. Headphones on, Mike is sitting down on his bed looking blankly at the wall, listening to his music almost as if he is entranced. Josh casually walks in, gently opening Mike's door.
Hey, you doing all right? It's time for bed.
Mike takes off his headphones.
I know. I'm just listening to music.
All right, just don't stay up too late. Good night.
As Josh is about to close the door,
Josh,
Yeah, what's up?
how do you make friends?
Well, usually I wait and see who is like me. Like see if they might have common interests.
What do you mean interests?
Just like how I like anime and cars, I just try to find someone who might be interested in those two, or even maybe they might show me something new, like Call of Duty Zombies. I wasn't much of a fan, but since I gave it a try, it was so much more fun with friends.
What if I don't like that new thing? I don't want to learn something new.
Well, that's something you'll have to bet on. We're not always going to like what our friends do, but it's always fun to know them because you never know if they have a friend who's into the same things you are into.
I'm not. I don't like the idea.
Me neither, but hey, that's how it is. Now get some sleep.
All right, night.
Night.
Josh turns off the room lights and closes the door. Mike then puts on his headphones, lays down on his head, and stares up to the ceiling while his eyes get heavier and heavier. Interior, Mike's bedroom, dusk. Following day, Mike is playing online controller in hand. He opens up his recent messages, 6 messages to his online friends, but no replies from anyone. Annoyed and mad, he gives one final message to all saying, "Hey, why don't you reply, damn it?" Mike looks down on his controller, sad and disgruntled. He then sends a message to Josh, asking if he is willing to get online and play. Josh replies back with, "I can't. I'm at work, remember? LOL. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. I'll see if I can, right? Okay." Mike puts down the controller, turns off the lights, lays down, getting ready for bed. Interior table, night. Mike is seen at the dinner table. His face looks puzzled. His dad notices his behavior recently.
Yeah, everything's okay. It's just how do you talk to someone? Yeah. How will I know if somebody plays games or not?
Mike looks down to his plate, thinking of what his dad said to him. The eating continues. Interior, school, classroom, day. Mike scans the classroom looking to see if he sees anyone who looks like they play video games. Doesn't seem to find anyone. Mike looks down to attend to his drawing, reciting the words his dad told him a couple of nights ago. Exterior, outside schoolyard, day. Mike is still eager to find someone, begins a quick look across the court to see if he spots someone who might share similar tastes. After a couple of minutes, Mike loses hope and looks down to his drawing pad. With his headphones on, he is lost in his own world. A figure's shadow is seen covering Mike's body. Mike notices a girl and looks up, wondering if she might have mistaken him for someone else. She begins to talk. Mike doesn't hear anything. She then points towards his headphones, signaling him that they are on his head. Mike takes off the headphones.
Sorry, what happened?
Mike, almost starstruck, looks at the girl, almost amazed and in awe.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
Without hesitation, he lightly yells out.
Do you play video games?
Aaron giggles at the straightforwardness.
Yes, I do.
Mike smiles, knowing that he discovered something new.